You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Very excited about tonight because the Sydney Opera House, the forecourt there, if anyone's seen a gig out in the forecourt,
Massive.
it's going to be beautiful weather as well, magnificent, with the sun going down, and this man will be playing. He is known as the Glove in football terms.
What do you
It is
mean?
Vance Joy.
The Glove. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
We need to talk about this.
Glove.
So we've only just revealed this is
Huge.
So Howie did this, the Howie Games, which is a great podcast, but Howie revealed that your nickname back in his footy days, he was the Glove.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I have to, just to clarify, there was about 2 weeks where Craig McRae, who had taken over at Coburg Tigers, I don't know, I think he was like, okay, Jimmy's in the back, maybe just be a glove, which means just get on the opponent and just follow them everywhere. Don't let them move. Just fit on them like a glove. And so that's what I did. And I guess, I wasn't there for my skills or anything else. It's kind of just to stand next to someone.
Did you ever play any songs down the footy club? Have you been? Have you been back to the footy club and performed for them? They would have asked you numerous times.
Yeah, I should make good on that. I haven't. I did play my first year at Coburg. The coach was Andy Collins, and he did this thing where he's like talent show on a football camp. Yeah. And I got up and I sang.
Awesome.
I also feel like no one knew that I could sing, and I got up and I sang this thing called "Love" by Queen. And I think that they were all just all the guys were like, what happened to this guy? Like we didn't know. He's a wild card.
We knew it. The white boots. We had an issue.
So they had no idea you were musically gifted.
Yeah, and I did it a cappella. And I think actually some of the guys, I think no one knew what to think, but then one of the players who was an absolute gun, his name's Fortunato. Fortunato's like, Jimmy, you should get on the Voice or the Australian Idol or something. I was like, all right, yeah. So I definitely kept playing. I played covers. I played Fuel Shimmer, which is a definite like hit.
The start of that song. I mean, you can do that a cappella as well. The music doesn't kick in for a while, does it? She calls me from the
yeah.
Great song.
Oh yeah. Strawberry surprise, including on white paper.
So hang on, that mate essentially pushed you to your dream.
It did help. Like I was playing covers, and I would always like if there was ever a function or a dress-up party or something, I'd get my guitar out.
I mean, we share similar backgrounds. You know, we grew up very close to each other, and we're both musically gifted. And you know, I was playing guitar with a mate, Eddie Glenn, and we played at SV Bar in Smith Street, Collingwood, and also the other one was the G-Bung Polo Club.
Oh, of course.
You know that one?
Yeah.
G-Bung Polo Club. They took acoustic acts, but we got paid something like $200, and then we dried up. That was it, and the crowd turnout wasn't terrific. But
well, you were a cover band as well.
yeah, we were a cover band. We did it Platinum.
Platinum, they were called. You never heard of Platinum in the area at all?
I didn't hear. I never went to the G-Bung, so I might have missed you guys when you're on.
That is brilliant to think of those days, though, James, and to go back and to perform. There a feeling of if I can impress them, I could actually do this full time.
Yeah, I felt I didn't know at that point. I had a couple of songs I'd written, but it was. I always felt like when I got up there and I played a song and I really loved the song, if it was someone else's song or my song, I'd sometimes get a bit of a chills. Maybe you know that from playing
big time,
in Platinum.
Platinum.
Please don't relate to him.
I get it, mate. I get it a lot.
And you go, this is good. I'm doing something. This feels correct.
Do you know what's great about your music too, though, is it tells a story, and you've almost got a visual. If you haven't even seen the film clip, you've got a visual from the lyrics of what you do, and I think that's very powerful because you can picture what's going on as you hear the music. I think that's good.
This is what happens when musos
I agree.
Yeah.
Just talking about Taylor Swift before, and you've performed with Taylor. You've supported her before. You listened to Midnights. What do you think of the new album?
I love it. I listened to Anti-Hero. I reckon the verses in that song are just so awesome. So
she's written this whole album, she said, when she can't sleep at night. So she's in a hotel at 3:00 in the morning and a riff will come to her or an idea for a song. Has that happened to you before? Like, have you had to get up in the middle of the night?
I would wake up in the night and just hum the melody that had been in my dream.
Awesome.
And then I listen to it the next day, and it is the worst. Most, like there's no context. It just sounds like it, honestly. And I'm singing quietly. It's like. And you're just like, and I go through my phone and I try and delete all the crap, and I just get to something and it's like, if I see something for 15 seconds and the first thing is, I just delete it straight away.
How funny.
Well, it's a missing piece as well. We've been talking about this because it is quite hard. It was you. Like we were doing this.
It was you. Was a you.
Every time.
Have you been one of those songwriting camps? I didn't know that this happens quite a bit in the industry, but these people
I'd hate that.
That all get together. There's a lot of creative. I'd hate that. You do covers for
no, but if you're an artist and you've got some ideas and there's the pressure to contribute in front of the other artists,
exactly.
and then the awkwardness of saying if someone else is there going, oh, that's really cool, man. Yeah, I'm feeling that. You want me to extend on that? You want me to layer that?
One story, but it was a funny story that I rocked up to a songwriting session and it was like these guys work with One Direction and stuff. And honestly, I got to this house. It was like an hour drive into like Calabasas to this giant kind of property. And I got there and I soon realised that they just must have misplaced the schedule or something and they didn't know I was coming that day. And so I was like, hey, I'm here. And they're like, oh, hey, who the hell is that guy? And it was a songwriting day for One Direction and it was like Louis and Liam were there.
No way.
And I was the spare part. I was the absolute spare part. No one knew I was going to be there.
Awesome.
And I just, as throughout the day, I was like, none of my ideas are getting through. I've got to get out of here. And I was just like, at some point, I was like, all right, my Uber's coming, guys. And I just just got out of there. It was so awkward.
Were you contributing like you were?
I was contributing, but I also was like, I shouldn't be here. They didn't expect me here, and they kind of had their idea. This is the One Direction songs are going down today. Yeah. The guys were super nice, but they were like, I don't think I ever figured into their plan of being like,
that is so funny.
We got this covered.
Vance Joy. Do you know what? We're going to give away a double right now. If you want to go see Vance Joy at the Opera House forecourt tonight, give us a call, 13 24 10. First caller through. Mate, good luck tonight.
Thanks.
What a huge honour to play at the Opera House.
It's going to be good.
And tomorrow night, you're talking, 10,000, 11,000 people there?
Yeah. So it's going to be huge. Yeah.
Oh, mate, well done. Thank you so much for coming in and performing for us.
My pleasure.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.